Hi, welcome to the 11th and final part of this 2025 motorbike tour of northern Vietnam. Here's the total route taken, and this video covers 3 days from Ninh Binh in Vietnam back to Mukdahan in Thailand. Day 19 begins with a visit to a Roman Catholic church. There are approximately 7 million Catholics in Vietnam, resulting from the French colonists and before them the Portuguese and Spanish missionaries, who first adopted the missionary position in Vietnam in the 1600s. In the same century, Jesuit missionaries developed a phonetic Anglicized alphabet still used in Vietnam today, the one with all the funny squiggles. We continue on to Vinh City, past a bunch of school kids. Day 20 begins with crossing the A.K.A River estuary. I apologise for pronunciation. We cross a few big estuaries today. Otherwise it's mostly flat floodplains. Herd of cows on the road. Another massive estuary, another massive bridge. Even in these flat areas, these big expansive bridges help to just maintain a bit of interest. And a really amazing sky here. Kind of biblical looking. Maybe that's because we were at church. And now we turn off and we're heading towards the beach. So we're going to take this beach road for quite a while. And this is why this tour was titled the Hidden Charm Tour. Even in this flat, somewhat dull part of the country, guides Mr. Win and Mr. T have found hidden gems for bikes. This is quite an interesting little road. It's partially paved, partially sand. But very varied kind of scenery. A lot of rubbish here for some reason. Again, just more interesting than the highway. Going over the 17th parallel DMZ of Vietnam. So next port of call is the 17th parallel. This was the former DMZ for Vietnam, or DMZ if you prefer. This was a partition between North and South during the American War, but unlike Korea, Vietnam is one country again. There's normally a bridge in this demilitarised zone that's been there since the 50s. But believe it or not, when we were there, it had been removed from maintenance. It looks like the Bailey Bridge construction type. Whether it's coming back again, I don't know. So the last day we go from Dong Ha, across Laos, and into Mukdahan. As you can see, we get kind of the first bit of rain for quite a long time. We were really lucky with the weather. I just thought this was quite cool. This bird. Here's a piece of brutalist architecture. And a nice bit of mist. We get everything today. Couple of trucks, river green there. And a bit more produce coming and going as we get towards the border. And here we are back at the border. This was quite well covered in the first video of this series, so I won't go into details about this. Suffice it to say, we've got the Vietnamese side and then we've got the Laos side.
So, like I said, we'll get geared up.
The bikes is fully packed up again, ready for heading home. And in a parallel with earlier on, here's a bunch of Lao school kids. Well, again, the same uniforms, but different from the Vietnamese ones. And shortly we'll have a herd of cows, so there's parallels to the start of the video. As we ride back through Laos, just a word on the making of these videos. So I come back from these trips with a lot of raw footage. Much of it is not much happening, so I sort through it and I make a video of the highlights. And then I can remember where we went and what we did, and I can ditch the raw ride footage from my hard drives. So they stand as a summary of the days of the trip, and hopefully they can be of use to others planning to ride these routes, or even just as a memory to fellow riders. And finally, just a shout out to Mr. Win and Mr. T, the DT Travel Tour Guides on this awesome trip who put it together. And also to Mike Gagne who helps arrange and plan these. And let's not forget the DT Travel team who do a hell of a lot of cold-faced logistics work in the background, retrieving bikes, retrieving riders, transporting partners and so on. It all makes for a really awesome trip. As always, thanks very much for watching this series, and there are more coming after June when we complete our ride to China and Mount Everest base camp. Thanks very much. See you next time. Bye.